This is the dull edge.
We're already laughing.
And we're, oh my gosh. And we're answering the questions we want to talk about. Okay? That's it. I'm Bobby.
I'm Shay.
And today, Shay had questions for me again about grave digging. She found out that, I don't even remember what we were talking about, and...
Well, it's because you worked for the city.
Yeah, I worked for the city, so which entailed me working at the cemetery as well. But I don't remember what we were talking about, and you were like, "Excuse me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've dug graves before."
And that just about threw me for well, because one of our other friends, your brother's wife, King, his wife, Emily, she dug graves too. And when she told me that, I was like, she's like the sweetest person on the planet.
You don't have to be a murderer to dig graves. It's not like we're exhuming. I mean, I guess I did once, but
no, you have to tell that story in a minute. Okay, we're not going to lose that thought because I need to talk about that. Okay. But like, grave digging is so macabre. Like, it's so macabre. It's like, ew.
But like, you have to do it. Like, normal people do that.
I know, but teenage girls?
We were all above 18.
They're still babies. You're still babies. Remember, I'm old now.
And it's not like we put them in the thing. We weren't like the mortuary people. That would be weird. That's weird.
But did you have to dump the dirt on them after?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew. Okay,
no,
I have a problem with this already.
Okay. They're in, like, the people are in a coffin. Trigger warning. I don't know. Is this a trigger warning?
I don't know.
But whatever, in case. So the people are in a coffin, and you have to be inside a vault, in the cement. So like, it's not like we're looking down, being like, "See you later," and then it says Richard on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
No, like you're just
burying a cement box,
whatever. And most of the time, like, we just have like the truck, the dump truck, and you just kind of back it up, and you just like. Here's the dirt. So it's not like hand digging where we're like in 1802, one by one being like, like you dump it and then and then we pile it all up because it's gonna sink. It's all gonna sink. So we get back in there and we like scoop it all back up as best we can up onto there and kind of like whatever. And then
did you have to go to like grave digging school?
No.
So they just drive you into the cemetery. They hand you the keys to a backhoe and they're like, dig a hole.
Oh no, we didn't get the backhoe.
What'd you get?
Just the dump truck.
Okay, so did you do the actual excavating of the grave?
No, not when it was a full person.
A full person? What do you mean a full person?
Me and a buddy dug up a cremated person. Like, we dug a hole for a cremated person, like with a shovel. We did that.
A shovel?
Yeah, we got shovels. And that was the one we accidentally, like, dug up their buddy. I don't know.
Okay, start all over. Start at the beginning. What?
So, like, they were like, "Hey, so a person got cremated, right?
Okay,
How would they do?" And they were like, "We don't do backhoes for that. Like, that's too much of a scoop.
Sure.
One scoop is too much. So we need you to, like, dig the hole." And we were like, "Okay." And then we just dug the hole. Like, you just do, like, I don't know, it was like 3x3 square behind because I guess the other person was already gone. So, like, we just found that. And then we just started digging. And then we found their buddy in there. And we were like, "Ooh. Sorry." And then kind of just like set them off.
Did you break it?
No, it was metal. It was a metal urn. Oh. It wasn't like porcelain. Oh, there goes your buddy into the dirt. No, it wasn't like that.
No.
And we just were like scoop in and we're like, "What's that?" "Oh, there's okay, set him off to the side. Keep digging, dig it up, whatever." And then like we just left him because they have to come to the service.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
It did not bother you. No, it didn't bother you at all. You were like totally okay in your soul that you just disturbed human remains.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Dude, there's been other stuff that makes me cringe. Like, my brother, he used to do gravestones.
Okay.
Right? And he would like deliver the gravestones to the site and like set them on there or whatever. And he would come back and tell us and be like, "Oh yeah, the guy went to I'm gonna laugh about it. You shouldn't laugh because it's awful. But the person putting the body into the hole, right? You know how they come. I don't know if you guys know, but like, so they have usually the vault already in the hole, and then they have like these like straps, right, that go across, and then they set the coffin on top, and then they would lower it down, right? Well, they're putting it down on there, and sometimes like it'll like tip, and like one side will drop.
Oh no!
Does that make sense? Like it'll like and like which makes me just. This is why I shouldn't laugh. I just imagine the person inside being like, "Boof," at the one side because they're just dead.
Oh no!
They can't. Or I guess maybe they're rigid. Do they go rigid when you die?
Yeah, they do.
They go stiff.
Yeah, they do.
But
now it's just like a board. Oh no, that's horrible. Oh my soul.
And so sometimes you're like, "Ooh, ah," and then you just tip because and then you just hope they don't for some reason open it. I guess. I don't know.
They can't. It's locked.
Oh, okay, cool, great, good.
Yeah.
good. I guess that's true. They lock it after
they lock it.
The viewing, which is good because who knows if they're like, oh, now they're standing on their feet down there or their head. I don't know, and whatever. So that's happened. See that part? I'm like, ooh,
no, thank
scary.
you.
Good
that
to get
thing
into
that lowers it down in, by the way, has a name. Those little strap things. Yeah. It's called a catafalque. And I have information on those. I shouldn't, but I do. Anyway, catafalque is the word.
Okay.
Okay, but no. So like, you don't have to go to grave digging school.
Why would you need to go?
Because like they gotta be straight.
Well, yeah, you don't have to go to be. You know what straight is?
Well, yeah, but like
no, like we dig it out with the backhoe, and then you like get in the grave and you like.
You're in the ground. Your body is in the ground.
Yeah.
Did that not freak you out?
At first it was a little like, oh, but then it's kind of like, all right, kind of cool.
You're just okay with
There's this book. There's the Dresden Files. If any of you guys have read it, but anyways, it's awesome. There's a point where he is dead and he has to be like at certain places, and he has a grave because I don't know, somebody made him was like, you're gonna die, and they dug him a grave. Anyways, he'll like hide in there because it's safe because he's dead. It's like a safety thing. I don't know, whatever. I hadn't read the book at that time, but looking back, I'm like, yay me!
You've been in a grave. Okay.
and it's 6 feet down, so that was kind of hard to get out. But we did.
How did you get out?
If I remember right, we kind of just like stuck the shovel kind of to the side, and you kind of like, hey, and then someone would help you out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you expect to get out? Like a ladder? Bring a ladder?
Like,
I don't know. I don't want to bring a ladder.
Dude.
It's extra stuff you have to carry.
Dude.
What?
So do they dig it the night before the services? Because how do they get the vault down in there? So
since we're a government thing, they usually dig it the day. I think it was the day before, or if it was Friday, they just dug it Friday, and then just hope nobody fell in or something.
Oh, lovely.
And then I think they put boards over it or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like those can't be moved. And then they just there's a different guy that comes. Like it wasn't us that put the vault in. There was like the dude. I don't know what those are called. They come and they put the thing in there and deal with the stuff.
You know what's weird is I live like 2 blocks from a cemetery. I drive by it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And
do you hold your breath?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I do.
Good for you. I'm not that superstitious. Okay. I'm just grossed out. Anyway, but like, I've never seen them install a vault.
And I don't think I've seen them install a vault either.
Do they just do it at night?
I don't know.
That's bizarre.
I've never seen that. It's like people bringing in your groceries. And you never see your groceries.
Oh, I see my lady across the street doing hers. But
okay. Well,
no, that's weird. I've never seen them put in a vault.
I think the part that I kind of am like, this is awkward, is when you're like, sometimes they'll be like, hey, we need someone to come back after hours, like at like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6. And you like, I only did that one time, and it was like where you're sitting there and you have the dirt to bury the person, and you're like, finish up.
Yeah, you're just waiting for
you're
the people.
Waiting for them
you're
to clear out.
Done now.
Yeah, and it's one of those where you have to wait, and some people stare at the thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is fine because closure and whatever you got to do, but like you're just like, okay, I gotta bury that person.
You gotta let me do this now.
Yeah,
oh, that's so awkward because it's just a job to you, but it's their whole life.
There's somebody died, and so you're just kind of like sitting off in the distance, being like, all right, well,
wow.
Sorry.
When you were ever digging a grave, did you ever like scrape up against the other vaults? No, they're far enough space that you never run into each other.
I mean, I didn't.
Okay.
Didn't.
Well, that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess if it did, then whatever. But
okay, when you were telling me about this whole thing, like this whole summer I've been teaching my nieces and nephews Shakespeare because the school's doing an atrocious job, and they were curious. So I'm like, okay, let's have some fun ones. So I taught them like 3 or 4 really fun ones. They come over and we watch the movies or whatever.
Sure.
And then they're like, okay, well, we're ready for a tragedy now. I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, we're really sure. We want to do a tragedy. I'm like, okay, which one do you want to do? They're like, Hamlet. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, they're like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So this last week,
one has a girl that offs herself
in the river. Yeah, like suicide, murder, lots of murders. Oh, sorry, everybody.
Anyways.
Okay. lots of people die in this one, right?
Yeah, literally, there's ghosts.
Yeah, it's a scary one. So
wait, is Ghost Macbeth? Or is that Hamlet?
Hamlet's the ghost at the beginning. That's Hamlet's dad that's dead. And he comes and tells Hamlet, go kill my brother, which is super awesome. Anyway, so we watch this, and there's the grave digger scene in there, right? Because Ophelia dies, and they're digging the grave for her and stuff. And so, like, they're all talking, and that's when he pulls out Yorick's skull, and he's all yammering away about Yorick, all that kind of stuff. And I was, like, thinking about you the whole time. Because the grave digger is really funny. Like, he's down in the grave saying all these super, super funny, he's making cracking jokes with the dude that's there with him. And he's just, like, so laissez-faire about it. Hamlet and Horatio comment on it. They're like, because he's singing a song, and they're like, what's this dude? He's doing the most solemn job, and he's like singing a song, and Horatio was like, well, I guess maybe you just get used to it.
You just get used to it.
Just get used to
it's kind of like when you like grow up and you don't step or at least I did, you would like, I would walk specifically around where the people were dead, and now I'm like, meh,
you're just right over the top.
I try not to step like on the names, because I feel like that's rude, but I'm like, meh.
So you're just like desensitized.
Yeah, just process. Like, okay. And I don't hold my breath when I'm in there, because that's how you die, and I don't really want to do that. But yeah, no, and then you like mow the lawns, and you just like run over stuff, and you take off like after Memorial Day, where they're like, take your stuff or we're gonna throw it away, and you just throw away people's flowers, and you throw away whatever, and you're like, you didn't come get it.
Wow.
So yeah.
What a job you had.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
There was one when we had to dump it, and we like did it and whatever, but it had taken a while, and so I like called my boss, because it was right at the end of the day, so we were like late to come back, and I called Michael and was like, hey dude, so I backed into the hole with the truck.
Oh no. And
I just was like, just like that, like one tire in the hole, and he's like, all right, I'll be up there. Like, he didn't even question it, and I'm like, no, I'm just kidding, we're on our way back. Like, I didn't do it, because I'm, like, professional. Or, I mean, I shouldn't say that, was, whatever, but I was like, he just, like, didn't even question, he's like, all right, I'll be right up. And just, like...
he was, like, totally okay with it, what a dude.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what else is weird? What? Is, so I never did this part, but some of them, you would have to get, like, we had this pipe, and it was attached to a hose, and you have to jam it into the ground, so then there would be water in there, so it would, like, pack down. And you jam it in, like...
You're just, like... You hit the water table? Is that what you mean?
No, like you have like a hose with the water, and then you attach it to a stick, a metal stick, and then you jam it into the ground.
Into the soft dirt.
Yeah, to like sort of like settle.
So you're just creating mud around the
around the vault. Around the vault.
Around the vault.
Not the coffin. The coffin's already contained in the vault.
Yeah, but those things aren't sealed, man. It's just like a stone box with a stone lid. Like if there's
we gotta level it out.
Oh man.
Don't turn us in. I don't know what that means. No, I don't know if this is, I don't know. I'm sure it is fine, because that's what they do, but there you go.
I just will never live downhill of a cemetery. That's like my rules. I will never live below it.
You do.
No, I live to the side, below it. Like 2 blocks north.
Like it doesn't just like
it might, but at least I'm hoping there's enough sand in between me and them. I will never drink water out of the ground in my neighborhood. There's a well, and I will not drink out of that well.
You don't need no,
dead body goo. Thank you. No. I can't do it.
I can't do goo. Ew. If you drink stuff that's goo,
don't do it.
You have an issue.
No. Anyway, that's crazy. What a job you had.
I'd do it again.
You would?
There's so many times I'm like, I'm quitting my job where I have, and I'm going back. I'm going back to mow the lawns, and then I'll do the cemetery thing. I don't care. I'll clean the toilets.
Oh man.
The cleaning of the toilets was way worse than the cemetery.
Than the cemetery, yeah. City toilets.
That's the point. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, those were my questions.
Let us know. Yeah, you're welcome. Let us all know if you're weirded out by this, or if you'd totally do it, because
I would not. I would not do it.
Are you like worried, or are you just worried about the goo?
I don't think I could get over it.
What part?
I don't know. Being in the hole.
Being in the hole?
I could get over that. I don't think I could. I just feel
Bob,
like
no, I was gonna say Bob Cratchit. Is that his name? Bob Marley and Bob Cratchit are the dead guys.
No, the dead guy is. Oh no.
Are you having a Scrooge? Sack. What's his name?
Marley was dead.
Marley
was dead.
Bob Marley was dead.
Yes.
But who's the alive guy? And then
Scrooge.
Scrooge. What's his first name?
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer, that's right. It's because you have an Ebenezer moment where you're like, no, don't take me, and you're like,
no,
that?
I just don't know if I can. I don't know. I'll have to think about this. I need to ponder it, but I've just got the heebie-jeebies. I don't know if I can do what you did. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll revisit this one.
Okay.
Someday.
Anyways.
Anyway, thank you for listening to Bobby's cool weird job.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Bye.